Hey there, Pisces. Welcome to your reading for the week of September 13th. We're just going to jump right in here, Pisces, and we are going to see what is coming up for you at this time, Pisces. I definitely right away feel you need to trust your intuition, obviously. You have this Oracle's gift card, and you are a Pisces, and so, I would just kind of trust your intuition at this time, probably in making a decision. So some of you could be stuck in making a choice or a decision here. It's kind of weird because it's like this whole reading is basically saying you know what choice to make, even though you could be stuck making a decision. I mean, look at this. You have this Truth card here. You have the Eight of Swords. She doesn't really, she doesn't really know what to do, but it's pretty simple. She just needs to step forward. She's, there's nothing in front of her. She just has to step forward. She just has to make the decision, and she will have a victory, plain and simple. It's actually a very simple reading here, Pisces, and, that's what I'll say here. You have the King of, it's kind of funny how this is set up. You have the Queen of Pentacles here going this direction. It's like clearly there's a choice you want to make. Queen of Pentacles is about needing to find the resources to be able to do something. So it's like some of you, whatever choice you're trying to make here is going to require resources. Duh. Basically, there's an old decision. I feel like there's something from the past where it's like you already have gotten everything out of it. King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles is the way things have always been done. It's history. So I feel for some of you, it's like if you stay stuck in history, it's going to lead to disappointments. If you move towards something new, then it's going to lead to success. And we can see that very clearly here. You start off with this Oracle's gift card. I feel like you are very intuitive at this time. Everything here screams knowledge as well. The Hangman, he's hanging from the tree of knowledge. You have this Truth card here, and there's a tree that, we could say is the tree of knowledge on this card. So, like I said, I feel like you kind of have a deep understanding of exactly what you want in your life at this time. I think the challenge for you, and I'm almost positive I said this to you in your most recent reading, I feel like the challenge for you is the sacrifice of the old life. Trust me, I totally get it. I'm the same way. There are like certain things I don't want to let go of, right? I don't want to let go of pizza, but you can also, you can look at me and you can say, he doesn't want to let go of pizza because I haven't lost weight, right? So it's like there are things that I know I need to let go of, but I don't want to, right? And I feel like that's kind of like this time that we're in, especially for Pisces, where it's kind of like saying, are you going to, slay those inner demons? Are you going to chop their heads off with the Ace of Swords? I don't even think we have to chop the inner demons' heads off, by the way, Pisces. I don't think it has to be violent. It can be more strength card, where we tame that inner beast, right? And so I feel for a lot of you, that's kind of what this is saying, even though that's not what this card means. But I feel like it's saying, trust your intuition on the fact that you know that you have to maybe make a sacrifice so you can have something great. He's not sacrificing just for shits and giggles, right? He's making a sacrifice for something better, for a better future, for, things that he desires. So it's like you're not making the sacrifice for nothing. You're making a sacrifice for everything. Pisces, is what I would say to you. Pretty freaking powerful reading. You have the Queen of Pentacles, the Page of Cups, and the King of Pentacles, and I just think there's something a little bit better, That's how I see this Page of Pentacles here. I mean, the Page of Cups, sorry. I feel for some of you, Pisces, it's like you just see something that just has a little bit more flavor, that has a little more zing, a little bit more pep to it, right, Pisces? So I feel that for some of you, it's like you're trying to gather the resources here to maybe have something that's maybe a little bit more exciting than this King of Pentacles. I kind of feel a couple of ways about this King of Pentacles. It's almost like it's a good thing that the King of Pentacles is here, because I feel like it's saying you have a solid foundation, to kind of launch off from. You have a place right now where you're going to be able to accomplish something that you've wanted to accomplish for a long time, or you're going to be able to step into that world that you truly want to step into. I know I'm speaking very generally here, Pisces, but I think it is very general for you. I feel like this is, these changes that you're hoping to make are very general. It's not just like a relationship. It's not just, having money or starting a business. It's not just being able to enjoy your hobbies or enjoy your life in general. I feel like it's very, this is a very big picture reading here, and I like it, Pisces. So this looks pretty good. But again, here with the Queen of Pentacles, Page of Cups, and the King of Pentacles, I'm all messed up today. The Page of Cups, I feel, is something you're dreaming of. It's like something that's just a little bit better. I feel just a little bit trapped here, and with the King of Pentacles, and I would say that it's mostly because of this row right here. King of Pentacles, Eight of Swords to that Five of Cups, or this diagonal, whatever you want to call it. It just feels a little bit more stuck to me. It feels like a little bit more trapped energy to me here, Pisces. So I would say, like, be careful of giving in to temptation. Also realize that there are other ways you can do things with the Eight of Swords. I could still eat things that are kind of like pizza, right? I mean, I can make things that taste almost as good as pizza. Nothing tastes as good as pizza, Pisces, but, I can still, do that. Or, it's like, I started dieting, trying to get fit, like, I don't know, 6 years ago. It's like, if I just did it, if I just made the sacrifice and just had no cheat days, then I could have cheat days, right? Because I could get to this place where I'm fit and having cheat days, right? And so I feel like for some of you, I get what I'm trying to say here. I'm trying to stop talking about pizza, but what I'm trying to say here is if you would just make the sacrifice and see it through to the end, the rewards on the other side are going to be enormous. Ace of Swords, major victory. And that's like the vibe that I'm picking up here. I really hope this reading is recording, because according to my iPad, it is not. But Six of Pentacles wanting to jump out there, like, where do you put your energy, right? But let's see. With the Queen of Pentacles here, Ten of Swords here, so definitely leaving something behind, an old way of life. So I do feel for some of you, like I said, you could be stuck in a situation at this time that is just dead, done, over with. So I do feel like it is time to upgrade. I feel like it is time for you to go through this process. Very similar to the Aries readings that I've been doing, which is interesting. You two always have very similar readings. I would say if you have Aries in your chart, then this message is definitely for you. Like if you have Aries anywhere in your chart, I feel like that you're kind of like upgrading your life, basically. With the Page of Cups, you have the Queen of Wands. You truly desire this. Whatever this Page of Cups is, it could be a person that you truly desire, and maybe you're in an old love situation that you're moving on from, because there's something much better that you desire. I feel like you're just not sure how to get it with that Eight of Swords, or you're just not sure how to move forward. It could be something else. Queen of Wands is a little flimsy, Queen of Wands, I love Queen of Wands, and the flimsy part of the Queen of Wands is there's nothing that is protecting her from fire. All the other Wands court cards have salamanders on the card. And salamanders represent protection from fire. She doesn't have one. She has no protection from the risk that she's going to take, or she doesn't think she does. So what does she do? She trusts her heart. She follows, she represents wholehearted energy. She puts everything she's got into something. That is her only security, is that she knows that if she gives something everything she will be successful. With the King of Pentacles here, you have the Page of Swords. Yeah, I mean, past situation for some of you. Some of you, this could be involving children with the Page of Swords. Doesn't have to. It could just represent like a past situation. I do feel like for some of you, you could be dealing with a person who's just like, they just can't let go. But it's almost like, what I feel like saying is it's their problem, not your problem. I feel that the issue here, like if you're dealing with a person that can't let go in love, I feel like they can't see a future. They basically can't see the future. Nobody can, really. But they can't see a future that includes love with like someone else. So it's like they just are kind of like holding on to you like a barnacle, here. So I feel like this is a situation that you're trying to move away from. Next in your middle row here, we have the truth coming out here, but I feel like this isn't a truth that's coming out. I feel like it's your own inner truth. You have gained some wisdom, tree of knowledge here. I feel like there's something that you have come to realize here, Pisces, probably over the last like 6 months or so. It does feel like a realization to me. For some of you, I feel a little panicky, just in general. So I feel that this realization you have, there is and what I mean by panicky, a little bit of anxiety, because I feel like you feel that there's like some speed involved here, especially with the Page of Cups. So it's like, let's say you've had a realization that your job isn't secure. That can make you feel a little panicky. And the speed part of it is you're probably trying to find something else to replace it very quickly. So I feel like this, kind of like that need to replace something very quickly, or the need to get something moving forward here. But I would just take your time. I feel like there's no reason to kind of panic with this energy. You have the Hangman, the Eight of Swords, and the World card here. wrapping up a lot of cycles. I feel like you need to realize that the world has changed as well. I feel like people don't realize this. I try to talk about this a lot because it's like one of those things where I feel like the rules are changing as far as energy are concerned. So it's like maybe things that we would try in the past wouldn't work, but if we try them now, they will. So it's like if we try manifesting, maybe we've tried to manifest things in the past, it didn't work out, but now it will because the world has changed, even if we can't see it. Other things as well. It's like maybe there are certain beliefs that you want to share. I always tell people like tarot, right? It's like when I started on YouTube, like nobody had over 10,000 subs. And now there are a lot of people that have over 10,000 subs. So it's like one of those things where things have changed. Things are different. People's, back then, maybe people weren't as interested or people weren't as into it. And now they are. So it's like, something has changed in the world here, Pisces. And I feel like you need to realize that you are needed more than ever. You. Pisces, nobody else. So I feel like it's time for you to open up with this Eight of Swords. Let's see here. Let's see what's going on in your center row here, Pisces. You have the Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands is a card of conviction. It's a card of knowing that you know that something is going to be successful. Like I said, there is this inner knowing type of energy going on here in this reading. And it's like, so why are you delaying yourself? I feel like you're afraid of a disappointment that just isn't going to happen. With the Eight of Swords here, you have the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, it's time to put the work in. I feel like you need to realize that you've been working all along to receive a reward. It's like I'm almost seeing this Ace of Swords as a reward. So I feel like there's a need to kind of let go of some fears here in this reading. I wouldn't be surprised to see the Chariot show up here. Chariot kind of represents fears in some way. In the world with the, I don't know, I'll find out. You have the Three of Cups here. Definitely a celebration. And Pisces, we have the Knight of Swords popping out here as well. The Three of Cups, to me, can kind of represent, community, celebrations, happiness, but it also kind of represents the three muses in, kind of mythology, and it represents three things coming into play here, or three things coming together. You have three things right here, three elephants on this by the book card here, Pisces. So I feel in a lot of ways, it's like if you have been struggling in love for years, I feel like what you don't realize is the next thing that you get into or the next thing you move on to, it's like all three elements have come together here to make it a much more successful relationship. Same thing in business. It's like I feel like you have learned or gone through three rites of passage, and kind of like on the Hierophant, right, represents going through three levels of something. And I kind of get that for you here, Pisces, where it's like you've gone through these stages, but you could be stopping yourself from moving forward with the Eight of Swords because you're at that point where you're I don't want to fail again. I don't want to mess up again, right? So I feel like you need to realize that you are definitely going to be successful, especially if you move away from the past here with this energy. It doesn't have to be a person, Pisces. It could just be past beliefs, things that have been holding you back, whatever. Next, you have this by the book card here, Pisces. So I feel like things are improving. Even look, it's like a small little baby elephant to a bigger one here. So I feel like you need to realize that you have kind of strengthened yourself here. It's like maybe in the past you tried to, push through a wall with this tiny little elephant and it didn't work, but it's like now you've strengthened yourself to the point where I feel like you can kind of overcome any obstacle that comes your way. And I feel you need to realize that. It's like a realization that needs to be had. You have the Five of Cups, the Eight of Cups, and the Ace of Swords. Definitely a victory coming in for you here, Pisces. I feel like you have a lot to gain. Five of Cups can represent needing to be grateful for the things you have. It's like once we're grateful for the things we have, then we get more, law of attraction. But I also feel this is kind of like saying, he has lost his taste for wine. History. He has lost his taste for something that he enjoyed for a very long period of time. So again, this reading to me is kind of like an upgrade reading is what I would say for you, where it's kind of like I wouldn't really call it a maturity reading necessarily, but I do feel like you're walking away from things that you just have lost your taste for, and I feel like this is going to lead to a victory as well. I also feel like something weird, if you have a person who's kind of like a barnacle on your ass, Pisces, right here with this Page of Swords, King of Pentacles, I feel like this person could be starting to develop some dependency issues, let's put it that way. I feel like that's a clue that it's time for you to move away from this person. I would be careful. I would be careful in general this week of people who have dependency issues. I'm not telling you to turn your back on anyone, Pisces, or anything like that. I just feel like you could be, their energy could drag you down. So I'd be careful of that. And with the Five of Cups here, you have the Sun. The Sun is clearly coming up. You are moving towards happiness, abundance, enlightenment. Definitely. We see a lot of enlightenment here. The Hangman, he puts himself in Hangman mode to be enlightened. So there is a lot of enlightenment here. With the Eight of Cups, you have the Emperor here as well. It's funny that I said Aries earlier. Like I said, if you have Aries in your chart, I definitely feel a lot of this is probably making sense. It doesn't really matter. I do feel it just saying that this is kind of, I feel like this is kind of more like just saying that the energy is similar. It's kind of like a clue for me. The Emperor is always ready. And those are the words that are popping into my head here, Pisces. Always ready. It's like he's sitting here, he's got this cloak on, but he also has the armor underneath. It kind of represents the fact that it's like he might not be doing much right now, but he's always ready for battle, right? He's always ready to, pick up his sword, basically. He's always prepared. I feel like it's saying you're much more prepared for something than you realize here as well, Pisces. With the Ace of Swords, you have the Tower. I'm not really surprised by this at all. I feel like you are making a sacrifice, like I said. It will probably lead to some upheaval, of course, right, Pisces? But at the same time, I feel like you're sacrificing you're sacrificing for a much better future, a much brighter future, something much better. Again, I always tell people, to me, the Tower is a good card. I don't, you can say what you want about it. I get tons of comments all the time, like, how dare you say the Tower is a good card? I'm like, okay, just like your life is going to suck. Is that what you want me to tell you? Go, cry in a corner, as I say. You have the Tower to those people, right? Not to everybody else. But to me, the Tower represents something that needs to come down to earth. These people are jumping out of the Tower. And again, it represents something that needs to be brought down to earth, Pisces. I just want to see, so what is the sacrifice going to lead to? You have the Ten of Swords. I would say don't be a victim. Don't play into the victim side of things, but that could be the sun rising. Hierophant could be marriage. So some of you could be sacrificing a past relationship for something new. I did say Hierophant earlier, where I was talking about how it's almost like you've worked your way through 3 levels of something. And the Ten of Cups, fortune after difficulty. So I feel like the sacrifice is going to lead to total bliss here, Pisces, in your life. It's going to lead to like abundance, happiness, could be happy home, happy family, but definitely a sacrifice that needs to be made. Now you have the Five of Wands. Like I said, the sacrifice could be, this could be one of those things where there's a little bit of turmoil. And the Hangman is willing to do that. He's willing to sacrifice now for a better future, like I said earlier. And with the Hierophant, Knight of Cups, there you go, Knight in Shining Armor coming in for you. Could be another water sign. Could be a Taurus as well. And with the Ten of Cups here, you have the Three of Swords. Yeah, like I said, I feel like some of you need to realize that even if you're kind of like making a sacrifice here, there might be some heartbreak, there might be some sadness, but it's going to lead to something much, much better here, Pisces. So I like this reading actually a lot. Even though there's some heaviness here, it's like good heaviness because, I feel like you're building something up much stronger in the future. Probably yourself, Pisces, which is not a bad thing. But that's that. So thank you for being here, Pisces. Really appreciate it. Make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising for a full picture of what's going on for you at this time. But thank you, and definitely enjoy your week.